Torej, hvala, ker ste prišli. Vse ostalo bodo otroci povedali v angleščini.
Dear guests from France, all the 40 people and of course the teachers, William, Nicole, Sabrina and Bernard. Dear Mrs. Cotter, our headmistress, and our special guest today, our mayor, Mr. Peter Verlic.
Thanks to all the teachers who have prepared all the workshops and of course, dear parents who have hosted all these young pupils in their homes and have taken good care of their well-being for the whole week. Thank you.
And I think we had mentioned all of them, hopefully.
Yes, I think we have, but we are happy that this week has been so nice and full of interesting happenings.
Let's have a quick look at what has been happening this week. We will show you some photos.
On Tuesday, there was a reception for our visitors and the French presented their city and their country.
I really liked that we were excused from the lesson on Tuesday, but we also practiced English and a bit of French.
We made the interviews, then we played some games, which was nice. We had enough free time and we needed all our language skills to explain some things to each other.
In the afternoon, we visited the mayor's cave. It was great. The snowball fight in front of the cave was great.
On Wednesday, we went to Gorinska with teacher Ivo. The Bee Museum in Radolica was very educative and they even learned how to do wax candles.
Thursday, it was Primorska with teacher Marietka as their guide. They visited Piran and then on the way back went to Predjama Castle.
And on Friday, they visited Ljubljana. It was fun and it was interesting to see the city through their eyes. The ethnographic museum was great and then the city center where they had to do some orientation.
And it was Saturday. No, wait, Saturday's tomorrow. Luckily, we have another day to spend together and I'm sure it will be a great day.
Let's have a look at a short play prepared by pupils and teacher Mateja.
Somewhere far away from here.
Somewhere far away.
Somewhere far away. Oh, and somewhere cheap, of course.
Somewhere cheap.
Somewhere cheap. Okay, let's see. There is a really nice holiday in Florida for two, in a really good hotel. Oh, I like Florida. It's hot there.
Ooh, Florida, very hot.
Yes.
And how much is the Florida holiday?
Well, 2,000 euros for one person.
2,000 for one person?
For one day.
For one day?
Oh dear, that's very expensive. But it's a really nice holiday. You can't have everything. But let's find something cheaper, shall we? We were thinking and we thought that it would be very useful if we learned some French. We found two brave girls who asked the teacher, used the YouTube, and this is what they've learned in French. Salut. Salut. Ça va?
Ça va bien, merci. Et toi?
Ça va, quoi de neuf?
Pas grand-chose.
Ah bien, dis donc, d'où est arrivé aujourd'hui?
Oui, c'est vrai, ça parce que ma mère m'a conduit en voiture.
Dis-moi, tu as fait tes devoirs?
Oui, mon frère m'a aidé.
Tu as révisé pour le test de chimie?
Non, pas encore. Et toi, tu as révisé?
Oui, un peu.
Ah, je vois.
That was great, but I think the girls are better at English. Now I think it's time to give the world to our French friends who will use less words and more action. Let's see what they have prepared for us. I'm inviting Mr. Bernard Jussen to have a word for us.
We are going to present
Thank you. No, not that thank you. Okay. I'm going to be short. Dear friend from Grosupli, we are getting close to the end of a wonderful week with you. One more day and we will be getting home to Saint-Chamond, our head full of nice memory and our heart heavier with the pain of leaving you.
We are going to present
First, I would like to have a few words of thanks. Hvala, just a second. Hvala, gospa Kotar, ker ste nas sprejeli v vašo šolo. Vaša podpora je že zelo podmenba. Let me try it. Pomembna. Is that right? Okay. Zato izmenjava in zato smo zelo hvaležni. Hvala vsem učiteljem na OŠ šoli Brinje za vašo predanost in za vašo energijo, ki ste jo dali v te izmenjavo. Zelo smo hvaležni Mateji in Sabini, zdaj brez njiju vsega tega ne bi bilo. Okay, one more. Največjo zahvalo bi radi izrekli družinam, ki ste nam pomagali, da smo se počutili zelo dobrodošli. Slovina je sedaj za nas kot drugi dom. And last but not least, I would like to thank Google Translation for making communication easier for everyone. Since the beginning of the project, back in 2011, the exchange has always been based on sharing and learning from each other. And when you discover a new culture, what could be more interesting than food? That's why our pupils in France design a cookbook. Hold a second.
wonderful. It's carrot slices and no cookie, no, not cookie. And yes, and the vine, please. Oh my God, no, hey, couldn't free man. Oh my God, no.
Thank you. So every time we visit OŠ Brinje, we are always very impressed by the way the school is decorated. So we wanted to contribute, and the pupils in France did the coloring poster for you to enjoy about France. Please, ladies. On which you will see all the symbols of the tourist attraction that you can see in France. And also, another gift we did for our friends is an origami flower with a secret message inside, because we would like the friendship between us to blossom even more. The exchange started 8 years ago, and it's been such a wonderful experience ever since. It's always difficult for me and Sabina to explain why we started this thing in the first place. And the other day I was listening to this old American song. The title is Wake Up Everybody, so if you go on YouTube tonight, maybe you can check it out. But basically, I think it's just because we don't want the world to be as it is and we want it to be different. So, well, you just check out the lyrics and you tell me next year. Thank you very much.
Thank you. That was interesting, and thank you for the presents. Now it's time that we learn about what was happening in our workshops. So first, mathematics.
We were making cubes with optical illusions, but of course these cubes are not just ordinary.
Part of it too.
Yes, I can't agree more, and I'm sure that our headmistress, Mrs. Coulter, would agree with us as well. Can you please tell us some words, Mrs. Coulter?
First of all, I have to say I'm so proud of our children. They are so good in English, aren't they? So, dear friends from France, teachers and pupils, dear pupils and parents from the Brinje Elementary School, all the teachers from our school, and of course, our mayor, Mr. Peter Velic, I'm pleased to see you all today on this reception. The week of change will slowly come to an end, and so many great things have happened in this week. I'm not thinking only about the trips that the French went to, I'm also talking about a very important experience that families got by hosting a pupil, an experience of overcoming problems with communication and differences in culture and habits. That's so important. You probably had to offer a shoulder to cry, and when the French felt homesick, and you had great moments and having good time when you were exchanging ideas and cultural differences, learning new skills, learning French and Slovenian words, and so on. I truly believe that this exchange brings so much in terms of things that are not obvious at the first sight, but are very important for life. How to be somewhere on your own for a whole week. That's so important, and a new and unknown environment. You are there and you have to do something with yourself. Getting knowledge about new country and people. Thank you, parents. Thank you, dear parents, of our pupils. Besides hardworking and positive teachers, you are one of the main reasons why this exchange can be in progress for some time now. Your hospitality and your kindness are something that cannot be thanked for enough. Please. For the parents. I really hope you have enjoyed the week here. You were in Radovljica, Bled, and the Beekeeping Museum. You saw Piran, the Predjama Castle, and Ljubljana. You were able to experience 3 seasons. 3 seasons. It was really cold, it was snow there, it was rainy and shiny now in a few days. That is something special, or? And I hope you will have another great day tomorrow, have a good trip back home, and see you soon in Saint-Chamond. And I can't forget, I may not forget, thanks to teachers, especially Bernard, please stand up, Matea and Sabina. It is a lot of work for preparing the whole week, the whole organization, so thank you, 3 times. Also, thanks goes to other teachers for workshops, for other staff. There are a lot of people that such a week is able, they must be there. Thanks to pupils for being here, Slovene and French, and at the end, I have to say something in French, of course. Merci. Au revoir.
Thank you, Mrs. Scooter. I think our mayor now got an impression about why this exchange is so important for us. Mr. Vernic, I'm inviting you to come and tell us what you think about all this.
Hvala lepa, lep dober večer. Zdaj pa imate, dragi prijatelji iz Francije, ker govorim slovensko, ampak ste veliko slišali v slovenščini, pa mi dovolite, da nekaj tega lepega jezika povem v slovenskem jeziku tudi sam. Iskrene čestitke za to lepo izmenjavo vsem vam, osnovni šoli Brinje, vam, ki ste to začeli, prijateljem iz Francije, da se to nadaljuje in da skupaj premoščamo mostove in da brišemo meje. Hvala lepa tudi staršem, ki ste gostili francoske prijatelje. Jaz mislim, da je to najlepši način, kako lahko postanemo globalni, kako se imamo lahko radi, ne glede na jezikovne razlike. Hvala lepa vsem skupaj. Je suis désolé, je parle un peu français. But I will continue a little bit in English language for all friends from France. Thank you. I'm so delighted. I'm so happy and so glad that to see you all with faces smiling. So it was for me and for our municipality a great pleasure to hosting you here in Slovenia. I must say that behind this castle hills is municipality Grosuplje. But okay, we are very close to Ljubljana, so I hope that you enjoy, and I really hope that we will continue with this exchange. Of course, you have Twitter, you have Facebook, Instagram, what is everything, what can, how to say, what can easy the way of communication, but I think that when you are eye to eye with your friends, it's something special. So let's go for it, and our municipality will stand with this project. So all the best, and I will finish as I finished last year. Vive la France!
Jaz bi tole sam izkoristila, to je izven konteksta in skripte, ampak pričakovali smo vas v torek. Takrat je bilo v besedilu, da se vam zahvalimo za res to finančno podporo. Ne smemo pozabiti, da v bistvu naši učenci res potujejo zelo ugodno, zato ker nam občina zelo konkretno pomaga, tako da res hvala lepa v imenu vseh staršev.
Now it's time to say goodbye. The Slovenes prepared the jars of friendship for you. Some are filled with sweets, some with pens, and some with nice thoughts, but all to remind you of this great week.